In the 1980s and 90s, controversy over forest management on the Colville heated up again, as loggers and environmentalists fought battles over clear-cutting, wilderness, and the future of the forest. Some called it the Timber Wars.
The Colville National Forest was doing a lot of clear-cutting, building roads. They would tend to build a road deep into the forest, put a couple of sail units in there, just so they could destroy roadless areas. And so we began to learn how to stop timber sale projects, and I think that really started the Timber Wars. We got really good at the law, at the National Environmental Policy Act. We got good at appealing timber sales, and really we probably dropped the cut level by 80% in the 80s and 90s. Well, that didn't set too well with a lot of the rural folks, especially the loggers, who saw that their livelihoods were being threatened. And I think that went on for a number of years. There were death threats, there was rallies, timber log truck rallies, protests. There was a lot of thoughts that the entire problem was the conservation community. And mills were closing. And so that perception of a war was really true in a lot of ways.
The decision was made to close the Republic plant. That was a tough decision to make, and it affected a lot of employees, a lot of citizens, a lot of businesses, and the environmentalists were being blamed for the shutdown of the mill. They were being blamed for the appeals and litigation on the projects. There were death threats. There were no winners in any of this, and it is a really small example of what these timber wars produced.
Along about that same time, though, a few of us started talking about what it would mean to maybe end the timber wars. And one of our big goals was protecting those roadless areas with wilderness quality. And one of Vaughan Brothers' goals was just a steady supply.
We came to realize that these suppressed overstock stands are the stands that we really need to treat. That's where the forest health issues really are. We want to bring back the larger diameters to at least get a balanced structure in the forest rather than having tremendous amount of acres, overstock, small diameter, and very few acres with large diameter trees. We're just trying to bring back a balance.
Well, at the same time, the National Forest Service was hearing it pretty clear that the days of road building and clear cutting were coming to an end. The public wanted to protect roadless areas, the public in general, and wildlife. The wildlife were declining in many cases. We used to have lynx in the Kettle Range, we used to have caribou, grizzly bear, bull trout in every creek, and that had really changed due to all the roads and logging had caused all this sediment to clog creeks, chased away a lot of the wildlife.